All right, you've heard of this BitCoin phenomenon?
Yes.
It's like, what the heck is it? Internet money? It's not cash-based, it's code-based?
It's you put your physical money in, you get digital money, but no one's regulating it. You could put in $100, all of a sudden it's worth $60. So I'm not really sure what the upside is.
All right, let's go to Juliet Huddy, because there is a new BitCoin ATM in New York City. What's this all about? Hi, Juliet.
Hi. Yeah, I was actually the same way that you were, Greg and Anna. I kind of said, when Lamar, our producer, assigned me the story, I said, oh, no. I don't know what this is. I'm very confused by it. So we're going to clarify this for you. We're actually at a store down in Greenwich Village on Christopher Street. It's called Flat 128. It's a boutique. It's actually very cool. You're going to talk to the owner in a second. But they have the first Manhattan's first ATM machine for Bitcoins. Joining me right now, this is Julio Cabrera. He is actually the owner of the machine. And Julio, before we do anything, please explain to us, and you look nervous, don't be nervous. Please explain, what is Bitcoin? I know it's kind of like been considered the Wild West of currency. It's starting to become a little bit more mainstream, they say.
Right. So Bitcoin is a very innovative technology that can be used in many ways. And one of its application is digital currency. So right now you're standing in the future. This is the first place in New York City where you can purchase Bitcoin and spend it right away.
And so essentially what you do is you'll put money in this slot here, just like an ATM. You put money in the slot. You show your phone. And what's the reason for that?
Exactly. So you basically, all you need is a Bitcoin wallet, and
what is that?
A Bitcoin wallet is where you can is basically a wallet just like how you would hold in your pocket with cash. So a Bitcoin wallet is in your phone, and you have your digital Bitcoin in there.
Okay.
And so you scan your address on this space, insert the cash, and you'll get your Bitcoin in seconds. It's never been easier.
But you don't get anything. You don't actually get something coming out of this machine. You get a Bitcoin digitally, essentially.
Exactly, and so that's what a lot of people.
I'm very confused by this whole thing, but I'm not very good with computers.
That's something that people get confused about, but this is actually a great step for Bitcoin, because there's a physical presence and you can buy something and you'll see the potential for Bitcoin.
Which brings me over to the lovely Elizabeth Dubois, who owns this store. Now come on over here really quick. You can stand in front of the machine. So why did you decide, this is the first in Manhattan, why did you decide to bring a Bitcoin ATM in here?
So my friend Matt, of about 10 years, he owns the Bitcoin machine, and he approached me and said it would be so great for your store. The transaction fees for any purchase is 5 cents. Compared to credit card transaction fees, which are about 3%. There are no chargebacks. It'll bring in a whole new demographic into the store.
And then you were telling me about that. There's a lot of men that come into the store now, and this is kind of a boutique. It sells a lot of items from the UK.
Yes,
right?
everything in here is made in the UK by emerging designers.
But you get a lot of men in here now who are coming to use the machine.
So I'm telling them that this is the perfect store for their lady friends, for their mothers, for their little girls, or whomever.
One thing that confuses me, and again, I'm easily confused by this, but I know a lot of people out there, this is kind of, again, the Wild West. We're sort of confused by this whole concept. Yeah. How does it benefit you? Because you said that there's no risk. Explain that to me.
So there's zero risk for me. So when someone makes a purchase in Bitcoin, it directly translates into dollars into my bank account. So if someone buys something in $10 in Bitcoin, that's $10 in cash for me, and I'm only charged 5 cents for that transaction.
And not to mention the fact, and you can come on back in here, Julio, that you've had so much press over this. I mean, of course, Fox 5 is here. That's the most important. But I mean, there are articles in the New York Times, the New York Post. I mean, Fox Business Channel, you name it. So that's been
incredible. Yeah, so many different people have been coming in over the past few days.
So do you truly think that this is going to be the currency of the future? Because it has, had negative press initially. It still does, here and there, been associated with, I mean, anything from, you name it, the dark net, the dark web, I think it's called.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the internet at first was considered dark because it was mostly used for scams and they had viruses. But look at it now. People saw the potential and everyone built on it. And the same thing will happen for Bitcoin.
All right. Well, you heard it from Julio here. And Elizabeth, thank you very much for having us in your store. This is actually a very cool store, guys. Just want to say that. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Greg and Anna, back to you.
Juliet, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
The store is cool. The people are very nice. Cash is king. We're not going
like
there.
cash.
We want everybody to figure this stuff out first.
I'm going to wait on Bitcoin, see what happens with it.
See you later, Juliet. Thank you very much. All right, you want